Let's freaking go. Let's go. First off, everybody, sorry for the delay. I don't know what is going on with StreamYard. My camera's kind of acting up, as you guys can see. Usually it's bigger than this, but for some reason it's not working right now. Whatever, I don't care. You guys aren't here to see my face. You're just here to listen to me talk about a wild Suns and Magic game, and that is exactly what we're going to do. You guys, I don't want to overhype anything, but I'm pretty excited about tonight's show because not only are we going to talk just Suns Magic, we're going to have a couple special segments in tonight's show. And then after those segments, we're really going to be talking about whatever. So it's going to be a great show, y'all. Let me know, as always, you guys, how the microphone's sounding, how we are looking. I'm kind of seeing some like flashes going on my end. But either way, you guys, it's going to be a great show. I am really excited. So much to talk about tonight, you guys. This was the final game before a 3-game road trip, I believe, against a very young, scrappy Orlando Magic team, a team that I really believe in going forward. But we're going to talk about the Magic later. Oh boy, so this was a game. So before we get started, y'all, I think it's time to crack open a nice cold beer. You know, this was a great game. The Phoenix Suns snap a 3-game skid. We got so much to talk about. So I'm going to need a little bit of a boost, if you know what I mean, during tonight's show. So let me know what you're drinking in the chat. I'll try to get everybody. I'll try to get to everyone's comments. I'll at least try to look at them anyways. So I'm going to crack open this bad boy. Cheers to you all. Let me know what you're drinking on the in the chat. And let's talk about this Phoenix Suns W. Cheers. All right. So I want to start off by talking about the start of the game because there were some things that I really saw and took away. First off, shout out to my guy Super Mario Hoops, who's in the chat. Really appreciate you, man. Thanks for being here, brother. Josh Okogie was clutch with that late 3 and that block. Exactly. We're definitely going to talk about Josh Okogie later. Super Mario Hoops also says, love the new intro, man. And what a great game that was. It definitely was a great game. This was one of the better Suns games all year, in my opinion. This was an exciting finish and definitely a great win. I mean, you know, as I've talked about the last 2-3 shows, you guys, every win matters. You know what I mean? It's literally coming down to that point that every win matters for the Phoenix Suns. But let's talk about the start of the game. So what I saw right away from the start of the game was that the Phoenix Suns, their main focus was about getting stops in this game. And it was a weird game for defense, for both teams, in my opinion. You know, Monty Williams has talked about how the Suns have had a lot of miscommunications as of late. Eddie Johnson brought that up as well. There was even a few different times early in the game where there was miscommunications. Franz Wagner, I hope I said his name right. There was one play early in the game where someone missed a shot and he just cherry picked down court and they threw it to him for an open layup, an open fast break. Markelle Fultz had a wide open 3 and Devin Booker was like standing there pointing, and luckily he missed that 3. That was sort of what I saw. A few miscommunications on defense early. That's okay because, you know, it's early in the game, whatever. The Suns were kind of turning the ball over. It seemed like Markelle Fultz was pickpocketing Devin Booker a lot in this game. But the Suns kept responding. They kept hitting shots. Their defense to close out a lot of quarters was absolutely solid. Another thing I want to talk about right away was DeAndre Ayton had this one play early in the game where the rim was crowded. The rim was protected by like 2 or 3 guys. And he just drove in and got the and one and made he didn't get the and one, but he drove in, got the foul, and made the free throws. If DeAndre Ayton can learn to master that, he will continue to be a top 5 center in this league. And yes, I do believe he is a top 5 center in this league. You know, going back to what I saw early on, you know, I talked about how Markelle Fultz was pocketing Devin Booker a lot in this game. There was one play where he I can't talk, where he stole the ball from Devin Booker and he found Paolo Banchero for the dunk. I think there was one play where um, I forgot what happened prior to it, but Wendell Carter, I think it was like a pocket pass, and Wendell Carter was like wide open for a slam dunk, and nobody was there to guard the rim. So a little bit of miscommunications in terms of that a little bit early on. But as I mentioned, I feel like they closed out quarters very well, especially on the defensive end. I mean, obviously with that Josh Kogi block to end the game, but there was just some solid defense at the end of a lot of quarters. So again, there's lots to talk about here, but let's kind of fast forward a little bit. And I'm going to get to certain players. I'm going to talk about certain takeaways, but um second half, the Phoenix Suns were giving up a whole bunch of points in transition. Um, I don't know what they finished with, but I think this was like a season high in which the Phoenix Suns gave up transition points, especially near the end of the fourth quarter. The Magic defense was really good in the fourth quarter. They went on that 9-0 run with about 5 minutes to go. They were trading buckets in this game. I think at one point before like the 1 minute mark of the fourth, I think it was a Paolo Banchero three, a Chris Paul jumper, Wendell Carter hit a three, and then Paul scored again. And then I retweeted this on Twitter. Someone tweeted this out. This all happened within a minute of the game. uh so at the 1 minute 3 second mark, Paolo Banchero, bad pass, Josh Kogi steal. 45 seconds left. Josh Kogi, bad pass, Wendell Carter steals. 40 seconds left. Franz Wagner, out of bounds pass, bad turnover. 16 seconds left. Devin Booker, turnover, Markelle Fultz. It was just a strange game. Lots of turnovers, lots of sloppy play at times. Good defense, bad defense. I think they killed us in the paint tonight. It was a strange game. But that's okay, because this is a championship contending Phoenix Suns team against a rising, probably going to be contenders in a few years, Orlando Magic. And I really believe that. I'm really optimistic about this Orlando Magic team. And I've gotten some things wrong. I thought the Hornets had a really bright future a few seasons ago, and they're probably going to be one of the worst teams in the league for the next few years. But I think that the Magic have a very solid front office. I think that they have great coaching, and they have a lot of young, bright, exciting talent like Paolo Banchero, who we're definitely going to talk about a little bit later. I'm still trying to fix my. I mean, do you guys like the way this looks? Like the screen looks a little smaller. You guys can see it. I don't know. StreamYard's weird. It's kind of been acting up a little bit. But anyways, let's keep going here. Because you guys, we got a lot to talk about. So strap in. I know that there's other Suns podcasts going on right now. So even if you guys are tuning in later, whatever the case may be, it's going to be a great show. I'm really excited. So we are going to dive into the numbers, and we will talk about the Magic, because I actually want to talk about the Magic. They have a lot of exciting things going on over there. So I want to refresh the stats just to make sure we're all caught up. And I do want to take another sip of my beer. So let me know what you're drinking in the chat, and cheers. Delicious. Shout out to my guy, DJ Ocho, who's in here. He says, I really want to talk about the number one pick in the draft. We will talk about him. Maybe I'll get a couple of you guys on for a few minutes, and you guys can talk about Paolo Banchero and all that. But anyways, let's keep going on here. All right. I really want to start off talking about Torrey freaking Craig. Holy cow, you guys. Okay. Statistically, he's not going to blow you away. I mean, he only had 9 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal, 1 block, right? He had 3 threes in this game, by the way. Keep that in mind. 3 threes for Torrey Craig. That's huge. I gave him his flowers after that Bucks game, talking about how he has been taking a beating out there, which really seemed to all start in the Sacramento Kings game. He has been taking a beating out there. Started in the Kings game, probably got beat up a little bit in the Warriors, definitely got beat up during the Bucks. We saw what Giannis did to him. You know, I think he had to go to the dentist because he apparently lost some teeth or had some teeth messed up or whatever the case may be. Tonight was a different story, though. I think he started off the game with a 3-pointer. And not only that, he just seemed to have a little bit more fire in him. He seemed to be a lot more focused. And I am telling you, you guys, go back and look at the highlights of this game and watch Torrey Craig and Paulo Banchero carefully. Torrey Craig's defense on Paulo tonight was incredible. And I mean this as a compliment to Paulo Banchero, because I even tweeted this out. Follow me on Twitter, by the way. I really believe that Paulo Banchero is going to be a solid player in this league for many, many years to come. He'll probably be a multiple-time All-Star, in my opinion. But holy crap, Torrey Craig locked him down tonight. And it's funny because I'm looking at the stats. Paulo still finished the game with 18 points, 8 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals, but he had 5 turnovers and he shot 7 for 15. So I think that goes to show how good of a player he is, even in his rookie year. And yes, he's going to win Rookie of the Year. He's got it locked up. But there was a few sequences that I really want to break down from Torrey Craig tonight. I think Torrey Craig had like a 3 prior to all of this. I think he had a 3, and then he had a really good defensive possession on Paulo Banchero where he pretty much was just chasing him down half court. And then Paulo was kind of, I think, on the right side, and he tried to just go up, and Torrey Craig blocked him. And I think that led to a Chris Paul score. There was also another possession where, this was later down court. Paulo Banchero had the ball, and it looked like he was going to do something with it. I think he kind of like spun around a little bit, and then he dished it out to Wendell Carter Jr., who ended up turning the ball over. Not saying that wasn't the right thing to do, and I'm not saying that Paulo Banchero was scared, but I think he knew that Torrey Craig was locking him down a little bit tonight. And it's funny, too, because after all of that, Paulo Banchero was in attack mode and got a few buckets after all of that. But it seemed like every time Torrey Craig was there, it seemed like Paulo Banchero struggled a little bit. Sorry, I was addressing something that was in the chat. There's a stupid bot in the chat. I had to get it out of there. By the way, you guys, if you want to be a moderator and like get rid of certain trolls like that and the bots, let me know. I can do that for you guys. You guys can help me keep the chat clean. But anyways, Torrey Craig was absolutely fantastic tonight on defense. And you guys, Torrey Craig really needed this game because he's been struggling. Even though he's been taking a beating out there, he has been struggling. And I just wanted to give him his credit. He was incredible tonight on Paulo Banchero. My little analysis, if you will, doesn't even sum up how great he was guarding him tonight. I wanted to talk about that right away. It excited me. So, real quick, I sort of mentioned this earlier. Second half, we gave up a lot of transition buckets, a lot of fouls, so many points in the paint. The Magic played great defense, yada, yada, yada. We were trading buckets at the end of the game. And then all of a sudden, Josh Okogie comes out of nowhere. And sure, it was a close game because that 3 could have, I think, tied the game. And it was a risky play, but Josh Okogie got all ball. I think he knew he was in the right spot. And just the confidence to go out there and block that shot and pretty much win us the game was great. So shout out to Josh Okogie. We will talk about Ayton in a minute. Thank you, Mark Jackson. I appreciate you, man. Thanks for the nice comment, bro. I think that's a bot. I don't think that's actually that podcast. But anyways, let's keep going down the list because I really wanted to give Torrey Craig his flowers. Look, and I know that Josh Okogie didn't shoot well tonight, but he did play 30 minutes. He had 15 points. He does need to kind of lighten up on the 3, in my opinion. I mean, he shot 2 for 10 tonight from 3. I don't even remember when he hit a 3, to be honest with you. 2 for 10. That's very inefficient, and that's fine. I mean, if you're open, shoot it, sure. But at a point, you kind of do start hurting the team. But again, Josh Okogie, game-saving block. By the way, he had 3 of those bad boys tonight. Josh Okogie had 3 blocks tonight. Finished the game with 15 points, 3 blocks, 4 assists, 3 steals, 4 for 14 shooting. Besides the bad shooting, what else can you ask out of Josh Okogie? Because we all know what he does on defense. What else can you ask for him? He is one of our best defenders, if not the best defender on this team. And he was great. Again, besides the bad shooting, I can forgive the bad shooting. It was like Mikal Bridges in his early days. Like I would forgive a bad Mikal Bridges shooting night because I knew what he was going to bring on defense. Let's keep going down the list. Let's talk about DeAndre Ayton. And I don't know if I want to play his drop, but I'm going to play the drop because I need to take a sip of my drink here. So let's play the drop.
The Phoenix Suns select DeAndre
Ayton. Excuse me. I'm not going to lie, you guys. And I see a few people talking about it in the chat. Sorry, I got to burp real quick. My bad. I'm not saying DeAndre Ayton was terrible tonight, but I didn't really see too much out of him. I thought he started off the game pretty well. I thought he started off the game a little aggressive. He was hitting some shots. But especially defensively, I'm not too sure what I saw out of him tonight. And Matt Peterson on Twitter, who was a great follow on Twitter, made a good point. There was one sequence where DeAndre Ayton almost had a dunk of the year, and he missed it. I don't know if it got blocked or if it clanked off the rim. But after that, I think the Magic scored like 5 straight points or something like that. That was late in the game. But there were a few sequences that were pretty nice. I think there was one play where the Magic had like a alley-oop pass, or Paulo Banchero scored, and then Devin Booker found DeAndre Ayton for a nice alley-oop play. But I didn't really see too much from DeAndre Ayton tonight. I'm not going to lie. So I want you guys to let me know what you saw, because 35 minutes tonight, 6 for 12 shooting, 16.7 rebounds, 1 block. Ooh, and that 1 block actually was really nice. Like he swatted it out of there. We need more of that DeAndre Ayton. But again, was it the worst night ever for DeAndre Ayton? Probably not. I thought he was fine. But the fact that I'm not really spending too much time talking about him probably isn't good. My guy Mark Jackson says, DA did have some nice blocks, but he wasn't aggressive enough through the whole game. Christopher says, I wish he'd attack the rim once or twice a game. And you know what, Christopher? He did 1 possession. And I do agree with your comment, though. If he can master attacking the rim, he will get to the free throw line so much. He'll be so much more engaged. So I get what you're saying, though. I do get. And then, someone in the chat says, not his best game, but he will bounce back. Exactly. I'm not too worried about DeAndre Ayton. And, this kind of would have been a good game for him to thrive in, because, even though I'm going to give the Magic a lot of credit here in a little bit, they're obviously not. I mean, they're a mid team right now. They have like 28 wins, I think, 42 losses or something like that. They're going to be contenders down the road, but right now they're a lottery team. So this should have been a good game for him to dominate, but he didn't really do that. So as people are saying in the chat, mid performance, not good, not terrible. Let's move on here, because we got a lot to talk about and we are already 20 minutes in. So you guys strap in. Let me know what you guys are drinking in the chat. Even if you're not drinking alcohol, let me know what you're drinking. And we got a lot of great stuff coming on the show tonight. So Devin Booker. Let's talk about Devin Booker, you guys. Let's play his drop, because we got to talk about Devin Booker for a minute.
Devin Armani Booker.
I'll just say this, you guys. If Devin Booker can shoot 7 for 17 from the field and finish with 19 points and we still win the game without Kevin freaking Durant, I like our chances. You know what I mean? And seriously, you guys, think about it. Booker finished with 19. Chris Paul had 16. Ayton had 16. Josh Okogie had 15. And I'm going to talk about him in a little bit. But Cameron Payne had 18. Excuse me. And think about that. Think about all those points that I just mentioned. We don't have Kevin Durant. We don't even have Landry Shamet. I don't even know what Damian Lee did tonight. You know what I mean? Like, think about that. When KD's back and when all these guys are clicking and putting in the points and the defense and the great hustle plays, we are going to be really tough to beat. Devin Booker scored 19 points tonight, and we still won the game. 7 for 17 shooting. That's crazy. Mark says I'm drinking a Santa Fe 7K IPA. I don't know what that is, but that sounds absolutely delicious. Bro, we played the Magic. They suck. Hey, you know what? I'm a defender of the Magic. I'm going to talk about them here in a little bit. I'm telling you guys, pay attention. Like, they're going to be good, man. Just wait. But anyways, let's keep going here. And yes, we are going to talk about campaign. We definitely got to talk about campaign because he was great tonight. But anyways, I think that's it really with Booker. Like, again, you guys, 7 for 17 from the field, 19 points. He was definitely locked down tonight. Markelle Fultz kept stripping the ball from him. It seemed like it took him a while to get going. Like, I think he was like 1 for 5 to start the game. But that's okay, you guys. Like, I wasn't too concerned about Devin Booker because it's Devin freaking Booker, man. You know, like, he's going to get his points. He's going to have his off nights. Teams are going to lock him down. But when Kevin Durant's out there, no one's going to be able to stop him. He's going to have so much more space, so much more room to breathe, less pressure. And again, you guys, 19 from Booker, 16 from Paul, 16 from Ayton, 15 from Okogie, and 18 from Payne. Think about it. There's going to be a night eventually where everything's going to click and the Suns are going to explode offensively and the game's going to be over. I can't wait. I can't wait. It's long overdue, you guys. Let's talk about Cameron freaking Payne. And it has been forever since I played this drop. Let's talk about Cameron Payne. You guys, when Cameron Payne plays with confidence and is aggressive, not too aggressive, but is aggressive, the Suns are just so much better. They have a backup point guard, or as I like to put it, they have a backup quarterback on the court. You know what I mean? A guy to not only get you some points, be aggressive getting you some points, but to run the offense, spread things out a little bit, get guys going. Heck, even being like a great hype man on the court and bringing that energy, bringing that spark. And he was already hitting shots prior to this. But Cameron Payne tonight, in just 21 short minutes, had 18 points and 5 assists, and he had 3 threes. Now, again, he hit a couple shots prior to this, but there was that really popular play where he, Jock Landale, like back tapped it. And this was like at the end of the quarter, I believe, or the end of the half. He back tapped it. Cam Payne caught it, launched it up. He got fouled. He hit the ground, did the little celebration. 1, 2, 3, hit the free throws. He was hitting threes out there. He was hitting shots. He was getting to the basket. Cameron Payne was absolutely fan-freaking-tastic tonight. And that is what we need out of him every single night. Thank you, Remy. I appreciate you. Hey, Suns Geek, love your content, man. Go Suns. And then Cam's energy gets everyone fired up. Exactly. Like, that's what we need. Christopher says that celebration after the 3 and 1 was classic. Like, we need that, you guys. The Suns need that spark. They need that energy. Heck, if Cam Payne finishes the game with 10 and 5 on efficient shooting, I'm okay with that. But we need it consistently. We do not win this game if it's not for Cam Payne. I mean, 18 points in 21 minutes to go along with 5 assists. Ooh, and there was also that sequence. It only happened for a little bit, but him and Cole Anthony, who is a really good scorer in this league, were trading buckets. And they were going at each other. They were playing physical defense on each other. They were driving and attacking the rim against each other. That was a lot of fun to watch. Those two went at it. Cameron Payne has a long wingspan too, by the way. I kind of noticed that. But anyways, so shout out to Cameron Payne. Let's keep going here. Terrence Ross, not very efficient, but still finished with 7 points. Damian Lee had 5 points. Jock Landell, I thought, provided some good minutes. 13 minutes, 8 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists. As I mentioned, he had that back tap, which led to the campaign, and one play. And just really provided some good minutes out there. He plays hard like every game, man. Even if he doesn't do it statistically, he plays well. So let's go to the box score before we talk about the Magic. So real quick. Sorry, I'm just reading something. Anyways. Okay. So final stats of this game. Okay, here we go. Wow. Oh my God. The Magic shot. I'm not even kidding you guys. The Orlando Magic finished this game shooting 50%. The Suns shot close to 48%. Both teams were pretty bad from 3 tonight, but even though the Suns shot 37% from 3, which isn't great, it's not terrible, but it's not great either. They hit 13 threes tonight. And that doesn't sound like a lot, you guys, but trust me, for the Suns, especially as of late, that is huge. So the Suns shot nearly 48% tonight. The Magic shot 50%, but the Suns shot 37% from 3. They hit 13 threes. I'll take it. Suns didn't miss a free throw tonight. They got to the free throw line 17 times. They got out rebounded 47-35. Suns had 26 assists. Magic had 25. The Magic had 19 turnovers in this game, but they had 17 points off of the Suns turnovers, I believe. Fast break points. See, this is where we kind of got killed. This is sort of what I mentioned earlier, you guys. The Orlando Magic's, the Orlando Magic's fast break points compared to the Suns, 26-2. Let me repeat that. The Orlando Magic had 26 fast break points to the Suns 2. That's got to get cleaned up. And I know Monty Williams is going to be preaching about that in practice. That doesn't happen every game, but it is a little bit of a concern. The only reason that that's a big concern is just because of how our defense has looked, against like the Warriors and really just the past few games. If our defense was a little bit better in those games, the fast break points still would have stood out, but it wouldn't be as alarming, if you will. But still, 26-2, that's something. And then we got killed in the paint too, 58-40. The Magic killed us in the paint. So real quick, you guys, I'm not going to spend too much time on this, but I do just want to talk about the Orlando Magic just for a few minutes. We're already 30 minutes in, y'all. Crush that like button. As my guy Cody says, don't forget to roundhouse kick that like button. My guy Cody's on YouTube, y'all. If you want to check out his channel, it's Dude Who Loves Movies, one of the most passionate movie fans, good friend of the channel, good friend of mine. He's a good dude, so go check him out. But yeah, crush that like button, y'all. We're already 30 minutes in. We got a special show tonight. It's going to be a good show. I'm really excited. And let me just talk about the Magic for a minute. My guy DJ Ocho says smashed. Appreciate y'all. Y'all crush that like button. Hulk smash that like button. All right. And look, I don't want to sound like I know everything about the Orlando Magic, because I really don't. But you guys, look at their roster. First off, they have 28 wins. And that may not sound like a lot, but if you look at the Eastern Conference standings right now, they potentially could make the play-in tournament. And it's not even that. They just have a lot of guys out there who play hard. They have a lot of solid players, a lot of young, bright talent. And I'm telling you guys, Paulo Banchero is probably going to be one of the best players in the league going forward for years. But it's not just him. Franz Wagner might be one of the most underrated, overlooked players in the league. My guy Romp 2.0 made a video about him a long time ago. And in that video, he pretty much, and I don't want to play the comparison game, but he pretty much compared him to a healthy Gordon Hayward. And a healthy Gordon Hayward at a time was a borderline all-star, if not an all-star. Just real quick, Evan says 26-2 fast break points, and they out-rebounded us by 12. We're lucky to get this win. And that's a fair comment. And I did address that comment. And I do think that that's what the conversation is in the locker room right now. This was a tough game. And I knew it was going to be a tough game, especially after our 3-game skid. So thank you for that comment, Evan. But going back to the Magic, Franz Wagner, great player. And he played really hard tonight. He had a double-double, 16 points, 10 rebounds, 2 assists. Wendell Carter always plays hard. He's had a lot of injury history throughout his career, but he's a good player when he's healthy. Markelle Fultz played great tonight. 25, 9, 2 steals, probably both on Devin Booker. I mean, he did have 5 fouls and 2 turnovers, but he played great tonight. 11 for 17. You want to talk about injury history, talk about Markelle Fultz, who has fought through those injuries and has made his way back to the league and is a solid player in this league when he's healthy. You guys remember when Bol Bol was the talk of the NBA for like a couple weeks? They also got Franz Wagner's brother, Mo Wagner. They got Cole Anthony, who's an elite scorer. He had 17 and 5 and 3 tonight. Jalen Suggs. And they got all this young talent. But not only that, I do like their coaching. And I remember on draft day, keep in mind, this was before the chaotic offseason that we had recently. I remember watching a really great interview, a couple different interviews with their, I don't know if it was their GM or president of basketball ops, but he just seems so motivated. He seems so excited after they drafted Paulo Banchero. And the way that he was talking about that franchise, I was like, damn, dude. I was like, they're doing something special over there. He was talking about how like every day they're going to come into the gym and they're going to work. Like they're building something special in Orlando. And I don't know how many draft picks they have. I'm assuming they have a lot, but they have assets. They have young talent. They got picks. And I truly believe that in just 3 years-ish, if not sooner, they will be in the playoffs and they will be a contender. Heck, they might even make the playoffs this year if the Eastern Conference just explodes, because you can make the play-in tournament. They have to be banking on that. So that's my Orlando Magic rant, recap, whatever you want to call it. I'm excited for them. Okay, you guys. Let me just see. I'm just double checking something on my end. Okay. So this is going to be, and again, if you guys have like a question or something you want to talk about, we have a couple segments I want to get to, and then we'll see where we're at after that. But this segment I do want to talk about. Let me just take a sip of my drink real quick, and I got to get some things set up on my end. But I'm excited to talk about this next segment because it's kind of close to my heart. It kind of hit me in the feels tonight. And if you follow on Suns Twitter, you guys know what I'm talking about. So do me a favor, y'all. Just crush that like button. Keep spamming the chat. Let me know your questions, your comments. Let me know what you're drinking tonight. And stay tuned because we got a lot to talk about. So cheers. All right. Let me just pull up this tweet. This is going to be the next segment. And I'm really excited about this segment, y'all. So, okay. So how this all started, and I want to call this segment, a special night for Sean. And you guys are probably like, whoa, what are you talking about, Suns Geek? Well, somebody who I consider a friend, somebody who I consider a friend, great Suns fan, a loyal Suns fan, somebody who has been around Phoenix Suns Twitter, the Suns community for a very long time. My guy, my friend Andrew Lizas. He, as of late, has been doing Twitter giveaways, like giving away tickets and all that. And by the way, he has his own podcast, and he actually recently had Suns broadcaster Kevin Ray on the show. And how this all started was Andrew Lizas tweeted out, and I'll share the screen so you guys can see what I'm talking about. And again, if you guys follow Suns Twitter, you already know what this is about, but I wanted to give my thoughts on this. So Andrew tweets this out. Sun/Magic 4 ticket giveaway. All you have to do is reply with who you take and why you take them, etc., etc. Love y'all. Great tweet, right? So one of the responses, and let me get to it real quick because I'm kind of playing around on multiple screens here. One of the responses was from, you guys are seeing exactly what I'm looking at too. Oh, that's not it because I don't know what the heck I'm doing. We can talk about Kevin Durant later, by the way. That was the wrong tweet that I tweeted in the Twitters. My bad, you guys. One man show here, y'all. I apologize. All right. Okay. So she responded. And by the way, I actually, I'm sorry. I'm losing track of this, y'all. I actually did get permission from the mother of this show. I DM'd her and got her permission to talk about this. And you're going to kind of see why I'm talking about this later. But she responded to Andrew's tweet with this. So my son has had a rough year in high school with kids bullying him and really no help from the school. We pulled him out in February. He's been kind of down, but thanks to Andrew Lizas, I get to take him to the Suns game tonight. Here's his reaction of finding out. So we're going to watch this video. And again, I did get permission from mother to react to this video. So let's go ahead and watch his reaction.
So I know like you've been having a hard time this year with school and everything, and so I really wanted to just do something nice for you. Okay. So we're gonna go to the Suns game tonight. We got someone wanted to share with you because they saw that you were having the kind of year that you've been having. Yeah. So we've got tickets, me and you. Oh my goodness. To go to the Suns game tonight.
Oh my goodness, seriously?
And yes.
Oh my goodness, you're going to the Suns game.
So I know like you've been having a hard time.
That's so good, y'all. That is so good. I think she responded with another tweet as well, but I actually can't find it right now. So first off, his reaction was great, especially the ending when he was like, we're going to the Suns game. That's so good, y'all. Like that touches my heart. And I'm not trying to do this segment to like get attention or to preach to you guys. I don't want to do that, but I do kind of just want to react to this. And this story, and this is a story in my opinion, her responding to the tweet about her son and, everything going on with the bullying and all that. I thought I had another tweet about it because she responded with a different tweet too, but I can't find it right now because my brain doesn't want to work and things just don't want to work. Let me see. Hold on. Give me a second here, y'all. Is this the tweet right here? Here we go. So here's the other tweet. I'm going to share this real quick. She also responded with this tweet before I think Andrew decided the winner. But she said, I would take one of my boys who loves the Suns. They've never been to a Suns game. It would be a super nice surprise, especially for my oldest, who I just had to pull out of high school because he was being bullied. I think that was the tweet that started it all. So my point being here is this really did become a story because shout out to Kellen Olson, who writes for Arizona Sports. He tweeted out a video of them actually getting to meet Devin Booker. They got to go on the court, as you guys can see. And not only that, if you guys know Rex Chapman, former Phoenix Suns player, has a huge following on Twitter. And Andrew Lizas does as well. He's got like 20K Twitter followers, but Rex Chapman has a huge following. He quote tweeted this story and just the Suns community just rallied around this ticket giveaway and the story by my guy, Andrew Leesus. And you can see them at the game. They're on the court. They got to take pictures. But not only that, if you scroll down on the story, it says an outspoken Phoenix Suns fan provided tickets to a boy who had dealt with bullying at school and his mother for Thursday's game against the Orlando Magic. Andrew Leesus, who has over 20,000 Twitter followers, posted a ticket giveaway contest on Wednesday, asking people to comment who they bring to the game and why. So we already covered that, right? So she responds. Andrew Leesus does a ticket giveaway. We saw the reaction, his great reaction. And then here's a picture of them at the game. You guys can see that. I think you guys can see that. Yeah. So he's at the game. He looks like he's having a great time. That's an awesome jersey he's wearing. And again, the story comes from Arizona Sports, y'all. Shout out to Arizona Sports. And then really, I guess, you know, the big highlight here was, and I'll switch to the screen so y'all can see it. Shout out to Kellen Olson, who posted this video. He even tweeted Andrew Leesus here. I'm going to mute the music so I don't get like any copyrights, but check this out, y'all. He got to meet Devin Booker, go on the court. Looks like mom was able to take a photo and all that. That's so cool, y'all. So I wanted to call this segment a special night for Sean. And someone caught it that he won one of those like little timeout giveaway things or whatever. Like someone took a photo of it. Like this was the night, one of the nights of his life. And shout out to him and his mom. Just what an incredible night. And great job. Great job by Andrew Leesus, my guy. That's one of my friends. And again, like he's got his own podcast. Go check that out. Go follow Andrew Leesus. That's my guy right there. But just great job by the Suns. Whoever was involved in this, even if you just retweeted like one of her tweets or Leesus's tweets or whatever. And guys, look, I don't want to sound like I'm perfect, but I think Leesus asked for her Cash App so that they could buy Sean like some stuff at the game. And I donated a few bucks. There's a part of me that wanted to donate more and all that, but it looks like they had a blast. It looks like they had the time of their lives. And again, all of this happened before the game. And then during the game, Arizona Sports puts out a story on it. Rex Chapman quote tweets it. And then he wins that little giveaway during the game and the Suns get the win. This is just an incredible, incredible story. And I was just excited to talk about it because, look, again, I don't want to preach to you guys. I don't want you guys to like look at me and feel bad for me. Because let's be real, I would say a good chunk of us probably have dealt with bullying. But I dealt with bullying when I was a kid, when I was in high school. Heck, even when I was out of high school, I've had some really great managers, some of them who I was friends with, who I'm still friends with till this day, but I've also had some really bad managers. And it's like, I was a victim to bullying. And not only that, I also struggled in school. It wasn't like I was a bad student or anything. I just didn't have the discipline and the focus to, have a great educational, I guess you could say, high school experience. I just didn't have that discipline and focus. And look, you guys, if you know me on a personal level, I do have a second job and I do work with kids and I do see the stress and pressure that these kids are under, and it's rough. So if this incredible night for Sean and his mother and their family motivates him to, overcome the stress, overcome the pressure, overcome school and all that, and everything he's dealing with, the bullying. Like, Sean, if you're watching this, Sean's mother, if you're watching this, Suns Twitter has your back. The Suns community has your back. Heck, Devin Booker's got your back, man. I'm serious. I speak on behalf of Devin Booker. He's got your back after tonight, y'all. We got your back. Everyone in the Suns community, Suns Geek community as well, has got your back. So I'm sorry for the long segment. That was a story that really touched my heart, and it put me in a better mood. Not that I was in a bad mood or anything, but I saw the way that Suns Twitter was reacting, and I saw the way that, again, like Rex Chapman, Arizona Sports, Andrew Lees's big Twitter following, everyone just rallied around that story. I contributed to it, and I was like, I have to reach out to mom. I have to like ask her if I can talk about this and react to that video. And it was just a great story. Like my guy DJ Ocho says, this story just brought some tears to my eyes. There's people tweeting about that, saying like, I just saw this video, I'm in tears right now. I was trying to retweet like everything, and the positivity that this story brought up is what sports is all about. I mean, guys, he got to meet Devin freaking Booker tonight, and it wasn't like I got to walk up and shake his hand real quick and then he walked away. No, like he got to go on the court, shake Devin Booker's hand, talk to him for a little bit, take a picture. That is incredible. And the Suns still got the win. And he got to win that little timeout giveaway, and seeing, and she DM'd me. She was like, she said something like, the way that the community is responding, like he says thank you, he's reading all the nice comments and tweets, like Remy says, amazing story, bullies suck, Sean is the coolest kid at school now. Exactly. So Sean, if you are watching this later, you are the man, Sean. Suns Geek has your back. The Suns community's got your back. We love you, Sean. Shout out to mom as well. Shout out to the whole family. I had to do that segment. So shout out to Joel, who was nice enough to leave a $2 super chat. I need to take a sip of my drink, and then we are going to get to our next segment in a minute here. We're going to bring on another special guest to talk about another special segment. So don't go anywhere, y'all. We got a lot more coming. Let me just finish off this drink real quick. Cheers. All right, y'all. So again, first off, shout out to Joel for the $2 super chat. You guys probably saw on my Instagram and Twitter and all that. So I reached out to a friend of the channel, somebody who I consider a friend. I reached out to a friend of mine and I said, hey man, you know, this YouTube stuff's going very well. I need a logo going forward. I need like an official logo, because you guys see the current logo. I think it's like right up there right now. That was a logo that my guy over, my friend John at the Suns Jam Session podcast made me. And that's a great logo. I love it. And I've had logos like this, if you can see on the top corner or whatever, wherever it is. I've had tons of logos that people were generous enough to make for me. But I reached out to my guy, Casey, formerly at NBA Unitracker. And I said, hey man, like I need a logo going forward. I want this on every single social media platform, all over my YouTube channel. Because let's be real, y'all. You guys know my Suns Geek name more than you know my face or my real name, right? So he was generous enough to make me a few logos and banners. And I wanted to bring him on the show to just talk with him about the quote rebrand, if you will. And that's what we're going to do. So we're going to bring on my guy, my friend, Casey. He's playing the guitar right now. I need to put on my headphones. Casey, what's up, man? How you doing?
You put the headphones on.
Yeah, I got to put my headphones on so I can hear you.
Anyway, that's all I got. So, what's up, everyone? How y'all doing?
So this is my friend Casey here. As I mentioned, I reached out to him for the quote, what we are calling rebrand, if you will. And Casey, as I mentioned, you know, it's like we talked about for forever last night. I know that's the old logo.
No, it is.
Like I needed a logo going forward, man. And I'm gonna pull it up on the screen, and then I'll let you do the talking because I need to take a break. But
who Who did this?
I can flip this now. I learned that last
Oh,
night.
yeah.
I can flip these screens. So Casey, here's the first logo, and I can upload all the other logos and the banners and
Yeah.
all that. But do you just want to talk to us about how you went about the rebrand, how you designed all this? Just talk to us, man. What's going on, bro?
Yeah, so you contacted me yesterday. I was at work, so I didn't really have time to talk. Didn't really have time to talk. Okay, I was gonna keep it up, and
I know. I'm like, I can keep it up, but I'm like, I want you to kind of get a little spotlight here.
You're good. You're good. I could still, you can still see me. I just gotta get off to the side. Yeah.
StreamYard's been acting a little weird today, so I don't know what's going on.
So yeah, you definitely reached out last night about this.
Yep.
We were talking. We hung out for like, I think we were together for like 3 hours while working on this.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I'm cracking open my last beer for the night, by the way. So cheers.
Yeah, Rockman, Arizona with you. It's not
Yeah,
really
let's go.
alcohol, but
It's still delicious, though.
any Arizona watermelon fans in the house?
Yes, sir.
Comment in the chat.
Still super chat besides our crazy inflation.
Yeah, super chat him if you like Arizona watermelon. I've had like ideas of using this kind of style font before.
Yeah.
To anyone who can't really tell because it doesn't look like it, is actually based off the number font for the City Edition. But then I added a bevel like they have on the current word marks of Phoenix and the Suns on the icon association. We talked about the color combination. We wanted to have it Phoenix Suns, but you also wanted an alternate as well. So I made that.
Sir.
I'm not sure if you have it ready, but
I do.
You want an alternate version, and then we
logo.
Yep. We added the Suns Geek on there.
Suns Geek.
Suns Geek. Yeah, custom font that I had to make for this. I like making fonts. Well, sometimes if they work, this one worked. So, something simple. Kind of get some points across that it's related to the Suns, but it's not.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like the tie. I'm not sure what Mark Jackson means there.
Like the tie? Oh, wait, what? I like the tie. I don't know what you mean either, man. But keep going. Oh, real quick, actually, Casey, I want to address a great comment here, and I'm going to lower the banner or the logo. But
yeah,
shout out to my guy, Anthony. Very nice comment here. Thank you for all the great content, Suns Geek. Love all the rants. I like how you put rants. I love all the rants, shout outs, live chats, and newly added kind-hearted segments. Keep doing it, man. Anthony, I just gotta say that was a special segment. Like I saw this story quote developing, if you will, and I was like, holy crap, we gotta talk about it. It's not like every day this happens. And I had to do it, man. So thank you for your generous comment, man. Comments like this keep me going. So I appreciate you, man. Anyways, Casey, go ahead and keep going here.
Well, we now realize they mean tie dye, so the kind of the pattern in the background.
Right.
Can you show the background? Yeah, pull the banner up. Yeah. But one something that red that shows Suns, but it's not exactly the exact Suns. The basketball logo is the same behind him, and the sun has been kind of updated around it, kind of just a continuing of the top portion of the sunburst they wear now. Well, not wear the sunburst logo, you know what I mean. Are you able to pull the banner up so you can see the full extent of that pattern?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Do you want the City Edition one or the first one you made?
Either works.
Yeah. How's that looking?
Yeah. That's great. Of course, we had to update the banner too for him. Sorry, DeAndre Ayton, but
yeah, you've been replaced.
it's Kevin Durant. Come on, I mean,
yeah. I don't know if you noticed, but when I tagged you on Instagram, I put your little handle on Devin Booker's armpit.
Did you?
Yeah, I did.
On Instagram?
Yeah. I had to, man.
You and that armpit.
Beautiful armpit hair.
Armpit. Oh, when you posted it?
Yeah.
I'm going to look at this quick, so.
But I like, especially with the font colors, like I'm going to flip in between banners, y'all, so you can see it. Just the, like how you did the city edition version compared to the original version. I love that. Like the colors, the color scheme, the background. I love it, man. Like it turned out beautiful.
Yeah, I'm happy how it's probably one of the better logos or one of my favorites that I've designed.
I gotta add a little ticker or a little thing in here. Let's see, Suns Geek quote. So just so you guys know, we got my friend Casey on here. We're talking about the quote Suns Geek rebrand. We're gonna be kind of just talking about whatever for a little bit afterwards, but I did want to get Casey's kind of thoughts and his little vision with this whole rebrand. And we'll be getting some other guests on. If you guys want to keep talking about basketballs, keep talking about this game, maybe we'll have some of you guys on in a little bit. But Casey, keep going here. We're talking about the rebrand. So go for it, man. The stage is yours.
Like I was saying, like all I really wanted was something that kind of associates with the Suns, but not being an exact like copy of like the fonts or whatever, even though I did base the font off of the numbers of the city edition, but wanted something different to kind of pop and show, hey, this is who I am. I am the Suns Geek.
Suns Geek. Suns Geek. And also, you guys, if you want a version or a vision of the background, he sent me the backgrounds as well. I think they actually look really cool. How did you even get like that? It kind of looks like, I don't know how to explain that. You know what I mean? Like, what is that?
I'm not sure what happened with the white, like the white little bits. I don't know if I can only see white. I kind of
like it though. Yeah, there's a little bit of white in there.
I don't know. I don't know how that happened.
Yeah, I like it though.
Because I just took it from the go back to the
original banner. Yeah.
No, just the background.
Oh yeah. Oh, I see what you did.
No, just the background. Nothing.
Oh. Wait.
you know that there you go.
Yeah.
You can see there's no white on there, so I don't know how, because I just changed the colors to the city edition one.
Right.
And the white just showed up, but I think it works with this. The little bits of like, you can see kind of like that reddish color and the yellow color.
Yeah.
Kind of looks like red paint.
Kind of looks like a dinosaur footprint.
Yeah, I just took like little grunge textures like rip paper and just pulled from that.
Yeah.
And it got this cool little weird artifact thing. So then when I put like the logo and the players on.
I'm sorry, I was reading something.
So when I put the logo and the players on, I'm
sorry, man. My brain just went to mush.
Yeah. Yeah. The idea I have for this is like, I was kind of trying to get like a Grand Canyon vibe. No, I'm just kidding. Ocho said that to me. So. Lol.
Suns look like the Miami Dolphins now. Okay, no, that's not what we were going for. We were trying to honor the native tribes.
Edition.
Yeah, the city edition. You know, yeah. I don't gotta explain that. I've made multiple videos on it. There's a whole website on the Suns website about that, and you know, y'all can check that out. It's they're representing some good stuff.
Yeah. So that was kind of. All you told me, like, I want something to use all across my socials, and I came up with this.
Yep.
So,
and I'm telling you, man, I mean, I've sent you a lot of the stuff that people have been reacting to. I mean, people loved it on Twitter. People loved it on my Instagram. And it seems like a hit, man.
I saw Hawks Hoops liked it.
Yes, sir. That's my guy, Hawks Hoops, fellow content creator. I was in his live stream earlier. And he shouted me out, and he kind of unofficially shouted you out, man. So
he didn't say my name though. It's fine.
And by the way, I am live right now with Casey. I hope I'm saying your last name right, Vitelli. And yep.
Perfect.
And really, Casey, I mean, I already said this to you last night, but real talk, man, like, thank you for putting in the time and the work and just making me a logo, as I mentioned, that I can use going forward with the Suns Geek content creation videos. And I really mean it, man, because you know how much this stuff means to me. I mean, I really do work my tail off on these videos and content and these live shows. And
if you guys aren't aware, you know, this guy, if it has to with the Phoenix Suns, he's gonna make a video about it. So you
I don't even know where to point anymore.
I happen to guess right, so I was gonna be like, he's gonna make a video about it. This guy puts in the work, and he's got people that support him. I support him. I don't catch every show. Sorry.
How dare you, Casey?
Yeah.
Mark says Casey does some great work.
Thanks, Mark. I'm not reading the chat right now. I'm just talking real
Suns
to real.
Geek bumper stickers. I need to get some bumper stickers.
I need to get a little profit in that because I made the logo.
Did Casey get extra credit for that logo at Starbucks? Let's just say he got a little tip.
Actually, hold on. I had a gold star. You gave it to me, and I lost it.
Did you use all that tip money on Arizona iced teas?
What? It's actually, I think it's
watermelon.
It's still in the. But if I do use it, I'd say I use it for dinner tonight. What do I even have?
Yeah, what did you have for dinner? Let us know in the chat what y'all had for dinner.
I had In-N-Out. That's what I had.
So real quick, y'all, we're going to get Casey's final thoughts on the rebrand, and then we're going to bring in a couple of guests. We're going to talk about whatever. We can do a little Q&A session because I know one of our next guests has some things that he wants to talk about. So Casey, any final thoughts on the rebrand? And I can pop up the rebrand if you guys are just joining the show. So we got about 32 people in here. So we're going to still talk some NBA, y'all. I mean, don't go anywhere. This is a long show, y'all.
Well, you gave me my own creative vision. You didn't really, you wanted something that was unique. You didn't really give me like, I wanted this and this and this and that. Right. I think I said from the get-go, like when I got here home, I was like, I already have an idea.
Right.
And you let me work. We did some couple versions.
Yep.
This one sucked, so I not sucked. This one stuck. So I expanded on it.
Yep.
And the result is what you're seeing in front of your very own eyes.
Like I mentioned, man, whenever I hit 10K subscribers, whether that's sooner or later, we might have to do a second rebrand. This might be a part 2. You know what I mean? So I really do appreciate the work that you put in, because we're not joking, you guys. This is real. It was about 3 hours.
I think 3.5.
Yeah, like he did put in the work, and I really do appreciate you, Casey. So
yeah, you got to see it live, so it wasn't like we weren't just texting over Twitter and like here's an update. Here's an update. Really, the whole time I was literally sitting here working on it while I don't know what he was doing.
We were talking about. I was eating Chipotle, and we were talking about anything that came to our minds, like Captain America. I don't know if you saw my Captain America shirts.
Oh, you wore it?
Yeah.
Do you have that logo?
The GOAT logo, the greatest logo of all time.
So Brandon approached me and said, like, I have like 75 cents. I was like, well, here's your logo.
I was running on a 75 cent. Wait, do I have it? Where is it? Where'd it go? Here it is. This great logo. It's kind of cool, man. I like that logo.
It's simple. I said yeah, it's the Captain America font. Fun fact. And then he pulls out this magnificent shirt he's wearing now.
Andrew says, Andrew says the Booker with KD picture with the logo is classic, giving me Nash with Shaq or Stoudemire vibes.
I get Shaq Stoudemire. Yeah. I mean, sorry, Nash Stoudemire. Sorry.
Nash, yeah.
No offense to Shaq, but I mean, Nash and Stoudemire was a more iconic duo in Phoenix.
Yep.
Did they actually play with each other in Phoenix? I don't know.
Who, Nash and Shaq?
Yeah.
Yeah, they did. It just didn't result in a championship like we wanted to.
Yeah. Nash wasn't an MVP when that happened.
All right, y'all. So what we're gonna do now is, if you guys want to talk about something or give your thoughts, I am gonna bring on a second guest. You guys might be familiar with him.
Drum roll.
Oh, I need to get a drum roll. That'd be awesome to have. But I don't have.
Yeah,
We're
that's a
gonna
horrible
bring
one.
on. You guys might be familiar with him. He's been on the show many times before, especially around the KD trade deadline stuff. We're gonna bring on my guy, my friend, DJ Ocho. What's going on, man?
DJ Ocho.
Covered by the thing down there. I was about to say, like I'm covered by the thing down there. Like,
Yeah, how's it feel, Ocho? Just kidding.
You're blocked by Kevin Durant. How's that feel, man?
It's all right. I'll just talk to you guys like this then. Hold on.
No. You gotta be sticking up like this.
Put it back on. Put it back on. There you go.
No. Stick up.
No, just like.
What's going on, DJ Ocho? How you doing, man? You said you
Got you guys in the background again. See, look at that.
Yeah, let's go.
Hey, it's me. I'm on TV. Look, well, I made it.
Because if I put Sports Center on, you could get copyrighted.
That's true.
I put the bankrupt Valley Sports Network with the Suns broadcast thing in the background, you could get copyrighted. So I do like the rebrand, by the way. I like it. I dig it. I like it.
Any notes?
Yeah.
You know what I would have done? I think this is just me. I like the classic look, the old school look. I would have done the sunburst.
Ooh. I don't know why we didn't think about that.
I would have put the Suns, left the Suns where the Suns is at, and then on the bottom, Geek instead of the number. That's just me. Just an idea for the next one, maybe.
For the 10K rebrand.
I think you should do for the 8K rebrand.
I am kind of getting close to 8K. Nothing to brag about, but I am getting close to 8K.
Well, it's so close though, so you gotta like spread it out a little bit.
There you go. No, I like it.
Well, the logo's finished, so we can't change it.
Yeah, you can if you have a
No, we know right now.
We need to do it this second. Live on the show.
Photoshop open up right now. Okay, let's go.
I really do like it. I like it. It's different. It doesn't look like the Suns logo, so you want to change your own thing. Rebranding is always good.
The other idea I had was just like the Suns Geek word mark, and then kind of the sunburst coming out like the K on the like a small one on the side there. But
no, I like this one because it incorporates this one right now. I like it. It incorporates all the Suns colors in there. It gives it a little feel of like the actual font that they have. I like it. There you go.
I don't know why I like that so much, but
I you were talking about dinner. I just finished a little. I'm kind of feeling under the weather just a little bit. Not fully.
I can kind of hear it in your voice.
Yeah. So, I kind of left work early today just because I had a headache all day, and I was like, you know what? Let me just get to the store, get some crackers.
I kind of left work early today.
I mean, I could work from home if I wanted to, but no, I mean, I just stopped at the store, get some crackers and soup. I was just eating right now. By the way, In-N-Out effing sucks. So
when you were talking about like Casey, DJ Ocho was like, no.
I'm a Whataburger guy, so green chili burger for Mark Jackson.
I've never had Whataburger.
It's your fault.
Really?
Actually, I don't think there's Whataburger. Is there Whataburger in California?
Nope.
I don't know.
Really?
Your parents hated you. No, Whataburger is only in Arizona, New Mexico, and Texas, and Arkansas, and Kansas.
DJ Ocho, you're not going to believe this. There's 3 locations or more in Memphis. I'm not bullshitting you.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Actually, I'm not lying. You're right. Memphis.
They've expanded.
Memphis is actually, I think, the farthest east that they go. So yes.
I couldn't believe it though. I was like, oh my god, like a Whataburger's opening up here.
Dude, my favorite is see green chili.
That actually sounds really good.
So here's my the I call it the Ocho. It's not on there, but you can customize on the app. So it's a double bacon cheeseburger. Remove the bread and get Texas toast, green chilies, mayo, ketchup, pickles, onions, no tomatoes, easy in the lettuce. That's dinner. Then breakfast.
Y'all are making me hungry.
Yeah, and then breakfast is just their breakfast taquitos are good. The honey butter chicken biscuits, amazing. So there you go. All right, I'm gonna keep talking about Whataburger. Spicy ketchup is GOAT. They sell it in stores.
They do. Yeah, they do.
They do. Well, no, here in Nevada.
Oh,
They never did. And then I'm walking through the aisle. I'm like, and I'm like, yes. And I literally yelled out yes really loud. Like I just grabbed it.
Whataburger, if you're watching, please sponsor us.
I realized partway through that you said you're meaning Whataburger, but I kept saying like water burger. I was like,
water.
It used to be a Sun sponsor way back in the 90s.
As Maya B says, there's no Whataburger in California, and I've been California born and raised.
Why do you think there's the Al McCoy stuff? Shazam, water. You know, that's where it came from. See, y'all didn't know that. Now you know.
Real quick, as much as I'd love to keep talking about Whataburger and all that, couple questions for you, DJ Ocho.
Shoot.
Because I know that you said you wanted to talk about that number one overall pick. So first off, any thoughts on the game that we haven't covered already? Well, what did you want to talk about with that number one overall pick?
So overall, first, the game, I felt it was.
Any thoughts?
I felt it was sloppy. I think they were just kind of they had played what last night or the night before.
Yeah, it felt like last night, but the night before. Yeah,
I mean, you played against Giannis, who literally just truck rolled everybody and got away with what he wanted to do, which is, I agree with Monty. It's like, dude, you can't. You can't just.
Casey will be right back. Yeah,
you can't do 24 free throws it's just ridiculous, dude.
I made a whole video about that. I was pissed.
Yeah, I mean, I would have got on, but I had to work that night. I would have gotten on your. And I just thought it was. I'm disconnected like that.
What?
Okay, I can hear you. There you go.
I'm sorry. Yeah, my mic was kind of acting up.
You need to get your new cord. Anyways,
yeah, I do actually.
I mean, I don't know, man. I just thought we played kind of sluggish today. Like we were there, but we weren't there. You know what I mean?
That's fair. That's fair.
And then Banchero, man, that guy should be scoring. This is just me personally. He should be scoring 30 to 35 points a night. He should be. He only had 18. I think 18 was the final.
It was like 18-7. Yeah.
Dude, that's horrible. If you're the number one, no, dude. If you're the number one, no. Hold on. Here's my thing. If you're the number one draft pick, and you were picked to kind of start this new phase of this team, you got to step it up. You have to step it up. What did Booker do back when he was around? He stepped it up. He knew that the team
he was the 13th pick.
And that's what I'm saying. And he played lights out that year because he knew he was the face of the team. So what? Paolo doesn't want to be the face of the team. Hey, dude, if you don't want, check out, get out. They'll replace you with somebody. No, dude,
I'm sort of on a more optimistic side with the Magic. I sort of had a rant about them earlier, a good rant.
No. I saw your rant. I'm just saying, like, I think he should be playing like there's no tomorrow for him. That's just me.
I will say though, as I mentioned before, though, Torrey Craig locked his ass up.
Oh, dude,
he locked him up
from the moment the jump ball was starting. He made that three. I'm like, okay, Torrey Craig's on tonight. He's on.
And I said this too, man. I was like, I tweeted about this. I was like, Paul Banchero is going to be an incredible player for years to come. I was like, he probably learned a lot tonight. I mean, there was times where he looked like he kind of wanted to give up.
That's
like he's gonna remember this game later in his career because he learned from future Hall of Famers, Devin Booker, Torrey Craig, you name it. Like he learned a lot tonight. I think the whole Magic squad learned a lot tonight.
Oh, I mean, they're not making the playoffs. They're a lottery team, so good that we got that Ross got out of there. Now he's on a.
That was cool for Terrence Ross. They're showing him a lot of love.
Yeah,
showing them a lot of love.
And just like Mark Jess said, they did a lot of fouls.
Yeah, they did. Yeah.
Maybe it was sluggish play. I think they're off for the next couple days. Is that correct?
Yeah, I think we don't play till like Saturday.
Yeah, so it's some good rest time, but
Sunday. Sorry.
I don't know what Colts 23 is saying by James Jones needs to put a better roster together. Dude, this is a good roster.
And with all due respect, Colt, I don't agree with the Brandon Ingram similar play style. I mean, maybe scoring wise, but they're two completely different players, man. Yeah. And Paolo Banchero as much as I've been hyping him up, he's not great on defense.
He's not. I saw him.
On defense.
I saw him in the summer league, the only game he played, and honestly, man, I was not impressed. I was like, this is the number one guy. I mean, who knows? Maybe it's just because he's young in the league, but I wasn't impressed with his style in that first game. That's just me.
There was just plays where I think on defense he was just kind of lollygagging a little bit, and he didn't really seem like he wanted to get back on defense. Though I will say this is just a personal thing with me, is if you listen to him in interviews, he is one of the most maturest rookies you will see out there. Like, he's mature, he's humble, seems like a really cool guy. But again, that doesn't always translate to the court. That's why I said he probably learned a lot tonight. I think that Magic roster is young, man. Like, they all learned. Their oldest players, like Gary Harris, like, they probably learned a lot tonight. They have 28 wins. They could potentially make the play-in. Like, I'm just saying, I think they're going to be contenders in a few years. And you might be right. Paulo needs to maybe be dropping 30-something a game. I mean, that's very high expectations for him. I'm a believer in him. He definitely needs to get better on defense. He's got a lot of maturity, or not like, I guess you could say on the court maturity, growth and experience. Keyword there, experience. Because what do the Suns have? Experience. The Magic don't have that.
That's what I'm saying.
All game, I was like, Paulo is learning so much right now, man.
Yeah, and I wish he would. I mean, you always wish that these number one draft picks were picked up by a team that had veterans. Imagine scenario, right? If Paulo was on the Suns right now.
Oh, dude, he learned so much.
Dude, you got to be a sponge with this team.
He's a sponge. I'll tell you that much. He is a sponge.
He is. Yeah. He is right. He'd be soaking in stuff from Katie, Devin, DA.
And Monty would love his maturity at his age. He's like, what, 20, 19 or something like that? He's young, dude.
He's young. He's 19. He just
like, that's insane, dude. He's only 19 or 20, whatever it is. That's nuts.
I think he only played 1 year
at Duke. Mm-hmm. And then coming right out of high school before that, like, dude, this kid is
he's 20 years old. He was born November of 2002.
Oh my god.
Yeah, dude.
Jeez.
I'm sorry, dude, but he had a crappy game, dude. Look at this. He 33
18
minutes.
and 7, or 18 and 7, 18 and 8.
And then he's the only one that made that 3 tonight for the Magic. If I was reading that correct, there was something on Twitter that I saw.
Well, Gary Harris shot 2 for 7. That's pretty inefficient. And then Wendell Carter 2 for 5, but still, like, they only hit 8 threes tonight. So
there was something about threes I saw on Twitter.
He did hit a 3 late in the game, I believe, because I talked about that a little bit earlier.
He didn't hit that 3 when Okogie got him.
The Suns were jogging in transition versus running in transition. Yeah, the transition, they killed us in fast break.
That game against the Bucks just took it out. Sorry, I'm eating some fruit snacks.
I saw you eating earlier too.
Well,
they're so good, dude. They're like, I think I'm already down to like, there's 10 in the box of these, and I think there's just going through.
Magic don't have enough scoring at that second guard spot. I kind of agree with that because Cole Anthony is sent to the bench, although he had like 18 tonight. But
overall, though,
okay.
I think the game was just sloppy today. When we looked at the schedule a few weeks back, I mean, we said we marked it. Magic's going to be kind of like a.
Speaking of the schedule, here's the schedule right here for the rest of the season. Let me lower that comment.
So
Sunday we play the Thunder. We all seen how aggressive and young and talented they are. The Lakers on Wednesday.
So I like this like day off. Dude, look at this. We're off tomorrow and Saturday.
Yep.
Then we're off Monday, Tuesday. Like I like that's. They were saying on the broadcast. I was actually watching the local broadcast.
Valley Sport.
Yeah, Valley Sport. They were saying, hey, this is a good rest period for KD, and it is true.
Mm-hmm.
I honestly think we should hold, even if he's ready to go next, like tomorrow. I think we should just, hey, he's still hurt. He's still hurt. Save him. Save him.
I remember on or around the time we got KD. It might have even been before we got KD. I made a video talking about the schedule. And I said there is a lot of days off in March. Even if it is just 2 days off, that's better than nothing. And real quick, we can go back to the schedule later because DJ Ocho, you kind of segued in this next segment that I did want to talk about. Shout out to Dwayne Rankin from the Arizona Central. We sort of have a Kevin Durant update, if you will, and we're actually going to react to this. This was Kevin Durant today. He was at practice, and shoot around. Sorry. Yeah. Thank you for saying that, DJ Ocho, because there's really not many practices throughout the season. Even these shoot arounds aren't really practices.
Wait, all they do is go in there and they just toss the ball up.
Yeah.
Talk, joke around. Oh, let's play a little game of horse. Okay, cool. Done.
Yeah. So real quick. So I think he had gotten some free throws up prior to this, but this was after the free throw. So let's watch Kevin Durant launching up these threes. And I'm not saying he's ready to go tomorrow, but this is a good sign, right? Maybe. I mean, he looks fine.
I mean,
the ankle's looking good, the legs are looking good. He's making those threes.
It was funny when we talked about we talked the same day that he got hurt, remember? Mm-hmm. And people were like, "Oh my God, this is over.
Season's over.
Season's all of a sudden they're not going to make the playoff." And what did I tell you? He'll be fine. Look at it. Look at Shamit. Look at Shamit. Go back to the end of that video. No one's talking about that. He's supposedly hurt, and he's right there, freaking going 100. Look at him. Watch right there. There he's right there. He's fine. Look at. I bet you anything. Shamit is good to go, but again, it's all part of the plan that James Jones has.
Speaking of Landry Shamit,
you're right. Right there. Watch. Watch. Just wait. Wait
for it. Wait for it.
Wait for it. Dun, 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 dun.
There he is. Oh, get him. I was just going to say, we keep hearing the same thing about Landry Shamit, is that he'll be reevaluated in a week, but like, I know he's getting up shots and he's working his tail off. I don't know, man. I don't know how many minutes he's going to get right away when he comes back, but with Kevin Durant, I guess the latest quote update, if you will, and I think this was Monty Williams pregame, and I want to say it was like Monty Williams said that Durant is quote progressing and getting around the clock treatment, which I do believe that. Like, that's not really an update, but it's sort of an update. But this was kind of significant because we actually saw what Katie is doing. I
mean,
it's better than no update. Because again, the Landry Shamit thing is he'll be reevaluated in a week. We'll see in a week. This is sort of an update, if you will.
And this is the first time you saw Kevin on the bench since that injury.
Yeah.
He hadn't been on the bench at all during that injury. So maybe he was really hurt, and hey, I'm able to not wear a boot and I'll be at shoot around today. Okay, well, now you can be on the bench. So maybe who knows, man? Who knows? But I mean, I think he's fine, man. I mean,
I'm just saying one day at a time. I mean, because I was very optimistic. When he first went down, let me just share. Okay, what's going on here?
Your internet.
Technical difficulties. Stop sharing.
Well,
is that the same video? Oh, this is a different video. Okay, let me share this real quick. This is a different angle of him launching up threes. But what was I gonna say? Oops. I was just gonna say I was a little optimistic about KD coming back. Like, we don't know how Kevin Durant feels. Like, he could wake up in a week and say, "My ankle's good, I'm ready to go." But as Monty Williams said, quote, they got to check the extra boxes. Like when Devin Booker was hurt, you got to check all those boxes. So this is a different angle and more shoot around.
Well, look at what happened early in the season with Devin Booker. What happened?
Yeah.
Early in the season? he came back too soon from that injury and he got hurt within the first 2 minutes.
Yep. After he crossed up Michael Porter Jr. and laid it in. I remember that.
And then he's out for another 3 weeks. So
and we lost a lot of games.
Do you want to rush him back just for him to get hurt again? No, you don't want to do that. So I think, hey, let's save him up. Do you think that team will? I mean, no.
I kind of feel like the Landry Shamet injury is a little weird though, because I mean, again, I don't know how Landry Shamet's feeling, but like foot soreness, this has gone on way too long. Like, where the hell is Landry Shamet, dude? I'm not saying they are, because that'd be like tampering. They'd get fined for that. James Jones.
What was his original injury, Landry Shamet?
I don't know, but somehow it's dealing with the foot. I don't even remember when it happened. They just said Landry Shamet out with foot soreness or a foot problem. I don't get it. But I mean, James Jones doesn't roll like that, dude.
No, he doesn't. And again, it's one. I mean, there's a lot of muscles in the foot. You got all those ligaments around your ankle. You got all those bones in your foot. So think about it. Even if one's fractured, like I was telling you, I've had that Jones fracture, which is the outside bone on your foot. If you fracture it, you're pretty much done for 2-3 months. And it sucks because you walk on it, you're doing everything normal, but the moment you go to put pressure on it to run, it stings like a mother effer, dude. So who knows what kind of injury he has. I'm actually kind of gonna look it up now because I'm kind of curious.
Yeah. No, I hear you on that. And I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I've heard, and you can even hear Devin Booker talking about this stuff, and even Terrence Ross as of recently, and James Jones and Monty Williams. If these guys are able to play, they will play. Heck, like if the medical staff didn't exist or whatever, Kevin Durant would probably play on one leg. You know what I mean? Like Blake Griffin did a few seasons ago when he was literally playing on one leg for the crappy Pistons team. You know what I mean? So these guys want to play. So I think it was Mark Jackson who asked the comment or whatever. Like, where was it? I just had it too. He said, Mark Jackson said, do you think that the team is holding back players for the playoffs? I really don't think so. And that's a great question, Mark. But I don't think the Suns operate that way. Maybe if the Suns were like desperate to make the playoffs, and I don't know. I don't see that happening. But I do think the Landry Shamet injury is really weird.
Yeah, I mean,
it's taken forever, dude.
If you get to the point where you've clinched the playoffs, I think if all it is now seeding, you're gonna play your guys because obviously you want to play at home, but
you want to get that home court advantage.
The Suns do want it. I mean,
yeah.
Will they get it? I doubt it. But it's just it is weird because I just literally looked on ESPN and it just says he's out with sore foot soreness.
That's what I'm saying, dude. I'm like, it's weird.
It literally says it right here. It says Shaman hasn't played a game since January 16th due to right foot soreness. He's able.
Thank you, Mark, for the great question.
If he's able to return before the end of the regular season, he is unlikely to receive big enough role to garner serious fantasy. Now that's on fantasy football stuff or fantasy basketball stuff. So
yeah.
But yeah, 6 days ago he'd be elevated in a week. So that's today and tomorrow. So what's gonna happen? Who knows? Who knows?
And you know what? I know that Landry Shamet gets a lot of hate on Twitter and all that, but he can provide you with some good minutes. And kind of like we saw on Christmas, he can get hot. He can hit some shots. Now, he's not going to do that right away when he comes back, but we could use a Landry Shamet right now, as crazy as that sounds. Some of the best people that I follow on Twitter who I believe know basketball have even said we could really use Landry Shamet right now. That's crazy to think about. He's a little inconsistent. He sometimes shot chucks a little bit, puts up some wild shots, but he can provide you with good minutes, good energy. And when he gets hot, he can actually get hot. It's crazy. Like, this team's not even fully healthy, and Kevin Durant is just waiting in the wings. Like, I'm pumped, dude. Like, when this team is fully healthy, we're going to be unstoppable, man.
Playoffs. And if you go back to the schedule.
Yeah, we can go back to the schedule.
go back to the schedule. I know I always ask you to show it, but just
there you go.
LA's playing for a play-in, so they
Yeah.
gotta win every game. So they're gonna bring their A game. Sacramento's the one I'm like, all right, we need to win that one on Friday.
Did you see what DeMontis Sabonis did tonight? Like 24 and 21.
No.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. I don't know about. See, this is what I don't like, and this is what I think the NBA needs to fix. We go to LA, cool. Then we fly up to Sacramento, cool. Then we fly back that same night to Phoenix to play the next day. The next day, literally,
Like less than 24 hours.
Less than 24 hours against the Sixers, and then we fly up to Utah, and then we come back down. It's like, dude, come on, man. Like, can you guys give us a day off in between or two. I get you're trying to squeeze in all these games before a certain day just to get the championship on a certain day. I get that. Easy wins in the schedule, I think, are Utah, San Antonio, Oklahoma,
maybe Oklahoma. All depends on their health, because what happened last game, they didn't have SGA or Jalen Williams, and we crushed them. So Sacramento,
I mean, I'm glad
that game's gonna be tough, dude.
I'm glad we only play them that day the rest of the year.
Yeah, and we legit might see them in the playoffs. Like, I'm not even joking. Yeah,
Denver. I mean, ugh.
Don't sleep on that Sixers game, dude. Saturday, March 25th.
I'm not at all. I mean,
they're arguably the hottest team in the league right now, and Joel Embiid is fighting for his MVP candidacy and probably should win it.
He wants it.
Casey, I feel like we haven't talked to you in a little bit. You doing okay, man? What's going on, bros? We'll get back to the schedule in a minute, but you doing all right, man?
I'm just hanging out. I'm a little out of it, not gonna lie. So
it's okay, man. I know you're tired. I know you have a real job and real things going on. That's
hey,
a cool
you
water
have a real job too. Yeah, what is that?
A gallon of water.
Nice.
I'm on my second gallon of water today.
Oh my god.
I already ran out of water. I need to refill.
I'm on my second gallon of water too, if you know what I mean.
I started going back to the gym this week.
I do have a water, by the way. I actually do have a water.
It's sore right now.
Hey, chug one for the fellas. Chug it for the fellas.
Let's see if he does it. If he was smart, he would kind of do the little spin to kind of do that, and it would go down quicker. But
like a little tornado.
Yeah, it actually does work.
I'm so wasted right now, you guys. I'm so wasted.
Water wasted. Okay, I need to rant a little bit now about your comment section. And
I need. Yeah, is it Colts?
Yeah. Okay.
Get that guy out of here. I'm sorry. I'm just gonna say, dude. We respect Lindsay here. Lindsay is a great.
Yeah,
person
Lindsay's awesome, man. She's
chat.
Great.
You're just being annoying, dude.
I'm like holding back, and I'm like, all right, dude. I'll just. I don't care if
I blocked him, dude.
It's like, dude, come on, man. Like, we just said it. You said it earlier in the live stream. Hey, we're talking about bullying here, and then
that was real stuff, man.
Dude, that I literally was, here on my computer watching. I'm like, dude,
Lindsay, I'm cool.
Yeah, I was to highlight that. Yeah, Lindsay. Yeah, we're here for you, Lindsay. Let's do it.
We got you.
Real quick, shout out to my guy, Mark Jackson. It's okay. It's after midnight. I have to go to bed. Thank you guys for a great stream. Shout out to you, Mark. You brought some good questions and topics. Appreciate you, Mark. Get some sleep, man. But anyways, Lindsay's cool as hell.
Leave it up there.
I'm gonna say one thing though. Maya's comment. It's a little harsh. But we know what you mean.
I'm not gonna pull that one up.
Wait, what did you write?
It's above where it shows that he got blocked.
I can't see it.
It's in the chat. It's bad.
I know. I'm trying to see. Hold on. Right before you got blocked. Where hold on.
She said something pretty rough. I'm not gonna pull that up because we don't promote violence or
bullying on
this channel.
Oh, oh, dude! So I mean, we we're all guilty of this nowadays, but there's times when you sit at home on the couch just right,
Yeah.
right. So there's videos that come up on your feed. They just come up, and there's a lot of videos of what you said on my feed lately. And I sent it to my buddy who's a cop, and he's just like organ donor, organ donor, organ donor. I'm like,
oh my gosh.
Real quick, y'all. Great question here from Derek. Can you guys see the playoffs, the Phoenix Suns versus the Clippers? I kind of thought about this earlier.
Do you have the current standings right now?
Yeah, we can pull it up right now.
I'm like notorious for asking you to do this all the time.
No.
But it makes sense with this question.
I legit was actually thinking of this earlier, like during the game. I don't know why it popped in my head. So here is the current. Can y'all see this? Okay. Here's the current standings. This is updated and everything.
Zoom in on it, can you?
I can zoom in on it.
Alt zoom in, alt scroll in or something. Yeah.
Is that better?
Yeah, I guess as of right now, it looks like if it was to end today, it would be Suns Clippers.
That's why I wanted to say this. So first off, Derek, thank you for the great question. I legit thought about this.
So playing would be LA, Oklahoma, Dallas, and Minnesota. Dallas. Dude, Dallas is on the verge of not even making it.
Guys, what have I said like a billion times on this channel? The standings are so fragile right now. Any losing streak, like you're dropping. I'm surprised the Suns didn't drop. It's nuts.
Look at what separates from between the Suns. So what? Suns are at 38 wins.
Yeah. And 32 losses though. That's what's nuts.
So Suns are 38 wins, and Oklahoma Thunder are 34. That's five game. You could 3 games you lose, you're done. You could be done.
That's what's scary, dude. For any team, not just the Suns. And the Clippers, like when PG and Kawhi are healthy, they actually are legit. But they're not, I don't know if they're title contender legit.
So
they are good.
Denver's clinched, correct?
Oh, yeah.
They're just playing for
what's crazy is they haven't even hit 50 wins yet. That's what's nuts. So
and they're not great away, but they're good at home.
That's true.
And the Suns were like that a couple years ago. They were amazing at home, but on the road they just played like crap.
Look at the Warriors. They suck at home. Or excuse me, they suck on the road. I'm sorry. They're like 7 and something on the road. The Warriors.
Dude, I'm sorry, man, but what was this about 2014, dude? What?
Oh, that was stupid. I didn't even.
What? Dude, like, who gives a F about that, dude? Like, I told my boy, you remember my boy Dre, big Samoan guy?
Yeah.
You know what? I need to send him the stream so he can watch it. Before I go on his rant.
Tell him it's at the 139 mark.
Oh, my.
1 hour 39 mark. We're going for 2 hours, y'all.
I'm gonna
4 hours 20. 4 hours 20.
I'm gonna ask him, he's in Hawaii. He lives in Hawaii, so I'm gonna ask him if he's up. Okay, yeah. Okay, let me get the link off your thing real fast, and I'm just gonna send it to him because I want him to listen to this rant I have about his boys.
What boys?
Well, you'll see right now.
Is he a Warriors fan?
Yeah, he's a Warriors fan.
That's part of the night. Lindsay's knockout punch. I don't know what happened there, but.
Oh no, it's the banning of Colts.
Oh yeah.
Oh, actually, no. What Lindsay said something. Yeah.
Lindsay definitely doesn't hold back. She's a good friend of mine, and she definitely doesn't hold back. I'll tell you that much. Shout out to Lindsay, man.
So I sent him the link. He'll let me know when he's on because I told him I'm gonna talk about him, and I want to save this rant until he tells me because it was.
As a former Warriors fan and how I've mistreated that organization, I want them to lose.
The 2014 stuff was stupid, though. I'm sorry to interrupt you, Casey.
So save that right now.
Yeah.
What I want to talk about. Going back to what Derek says about the number 2 seed in the West. There is a possibility if the Kings and Grizzlies just start tanking.
Yep.
Falling off,
Fall off.
just in general. I mean, yeah, I think we could get up there. Okay, so he's on. So he's watching the stream. So let's go back to this 2014 thing with the Warriors.
I didn't even care about that, bro.
Why are you talking about the past, bro? We won 4 rings. Okay, cool. Good for you. Move on. Why are you talking about okay, you did a move to this is in 2014. Chris Paul had the best reaction. I don't know what he's talking about. That just means you're dumb.
I take Steph Curry better for that because he actually had a really good comment about Russell Westbrook tonight. I'm like, that's not the Steph Curry that I knew. Maybe it was like a heat of the moment thing. But
Hey,
Steph Curry, you're better than that.
Maya just said it. Nobody knows what happened.
Yeah, I'm like, dude, that was almost a decade ago, Steph Curry. What are you talking about?
Who cares?
Stephen, just so you know, we kind of already talked about Landry Shamet. When I know, you'll know. I mean, it's literally like a day-to-day thing.
But it's funny. It's funny. So I brought that up because I text my boy Dre. He's watching now, and he was like, "I was like, bro, your boys are just off." And he is I mean, sure, my boy Dre could get on here. He would, but he hates Draymond. Is the war? I mean, dude, that guy's another world, dude. I think he's an alien. I think he is.
I think he's overrated.
He is over. Damon Green is not the best player, dude.
Draymond.
God, Draymond. I'm gonna say it how I want to say it.
Oh, I think he said Damon. Okay, Draymond is. I think like Damon. I was like, it's not even.
That guy is trash.
Casey, real quick. I'm sorry to interrupt you, DJ Ocho, but if you wanted to, I was gonna say because Casey, you sort of had like a little segue story about how you were treated with the Warriors organization.
Yeah, dude, please tell us how the Golden State Warriors
golden
when they're not even golden.
I already shared this story though. Do you want to share it again?
Share it again because that might have been during the KD saga, and I don't remember anything that happened.
No, yeah, it was. I remember Thunder Steve was there. Yeah.
That's all he needs to say.
Yeah, the Warriors organization sucks.
Yeah.
About that.
They do suck at home or
on the road. On the road, they're terrible.
Oh, the arena's awful, by the way.
Suns don't play them anymore this year, right?
What happened, Casey? Like, tell us.
I'll just say about the arena quick. I remember the first big rainstorm happened. There was a giant ass leak right on the concourse. So shows you how great that stadium was.
Damn.
Yeah. So I was working at the time at the stadium. I'm gonna cry. Just kidding. No. As you change the background. And I posted something I found online. I was like, oh, it's something potential. It's not. I didn't approve it or anything because I don't know if it was real or not. It's like, oh, it's something guaranteed, and it gets all the way into like the upper offices of like the Warriors. They contact the company I was working for. It's like, hey, like you gotta do something about this. And at the time, the company I worked for was like, well, is it on his personal profile? Does he say he works with us?
Oh god,
I don't see the issue here. It's like, oh well, it's got something for the Phoenix Suns. I know they're a new client of yours. It's like, oh, I'll take care of it. So they demoted me because of that.
Wow.
Literally, some other stuff in the past. They literally pulled me in like every day, and I get some like anxiety issues.
Right.
And it sucked, especially for my kind of anxiety and my mental state.
Right.
And getting pulled every day to talk to HR. I didn't do anything wrong.
Right. That sucks, man.
And like I said, silver lining, I left because they got rid of my boss, who I had respect for. I told that guy, like, I won't quit on the spot. I'll put 2 weeks in for you. Then once they let him go, I quit the next day, not knowing until like later on. And then Pearl Jam contacted me for a concept.
Wow.
So
I actually didn't know that until just now. Did not know that. What's your boy Dre say?
I'm pretty sure if he had the chance he'd jump on, but I mean, if there's a comment up just above that one, overrated, no class or respect on the court. He's talking about the Warriors. And he's a Warriors guy.
On or off the court.
Yeah,
trying
I
to
mean,
find that comment, but I actually can't.
it's
find it.
right above. Shout out to Andrew, by the way. He's been
Yeah,
coming-
that's the homie, man. He's been here long. Oh, there it is. He's been there a long time.
yeah.
Overrated, no class and or respect on the court. That's from a Warriors fan.
That's from a war, and it's dude. They act like they're invincible and they're untouchable because they've won these trophies. Good for you, dude.
Maya says, "No, I hate the Warriors. That's awful." Yeah, that sucks, Casey.
Y'all
if a
got my
Warriors
back.
fan, if a Warriors fan's even saying that, dude, yeah, well, we got your back, Casey. Just like we got the back of Sean and his mother and their family from that great story.
That was actually pretty badass.
Yeah,
how they did that.
like, dude, that legit does not happen every day. Like, I'm on her Twitter right now. Like, her tweets are blowing up, dude.
Dude, I wish that they had like gifted him, and like Booker's like just grabs it from the side. Hey man, this is for you. That would have been like,
I know. But
The game ball goes to him.
No. I'm talking about like a jersey. Like say, hey man, here's a
yeah.
jersey. This and that.
I mean, they gave Emma Stone a free jersey. Why not give one to him?
Yeah, what the heck, man?
Emma Stone's from Arizona, by the way.
Yeah. Her brother was a great football quarterback in the state of Arizona.
I didn't know that, actually.
Their dad bought the house, 2-3 houses next to them, just to knock down all the walls and make a football field in the backyard.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Played at Chaparral. There you go. FYI.
Draymond triple single.
Real quick, we can talk about whatever for the next like 12 minutes and then we'll probably wrap it up. But I'll just say this about the standings, just real quick. For some reason, I cannot see us, and I don't want to jinx anything, knock on wood, but I cannot see us falling farther than 5th. Like, I feel like we're going to be 4th or 3rd. I can't see us jumping to 2nd. Because Derek says, would it be crazy if we face the Warriors in the first round? Casey, did you have something to say? Or someone?
I know if we did the whole like, oh, what if the season ended today? It would be Warriors Grizzlies.
Yep. I just can't see us falling further than 5th.
Well, John Morant should be coming back soon. Now, is that the John Morant we knew, or is that the new John Morant?
The Grizzlies are still winning games without him, sort of.
They are.
Surprisingly, I thought they would have fallen off. But they're still winning games.
I would think that it should be the John Morant of the Guangdong Tigers. That's where my mind is right now.
Honestly, I think the Suns have I think we have a chance of going to 3rd. I really do. I think we play the Grizzlies one more time, right?
I believe so. Let's see.
Where's Sacramento one more time? If we're able, so there it is. No, we don't.
No.
So I think if we can beat LA twice, if we can squeeze one of those Denver wins out, if we can take Minnesota out, I honestly think we could jump to 3rd.
Don't forget, we got that last game against the Clippers. My ticker was blocking it, but we got that last game against the Clippers.
And it's on a Sunday. Hey.
Yep.
Ooh.
Early game.
That's Easter Sunday.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh, wow.
I was going to say, after April 9th, I believe the play-in tournament starts like the 10th or the 11th, and then we have like a week off.
Yeah.
It's going to be awesome.
I mean, do I want to see San Antonio lose? Yes and no, because that's like my 3rd home.
They're going to get Wembanyama. They'll be fine.
Victor Wembanyama.
Hey, Dre does make some good points. Me and him, dude. If you brought him on here, he would give you some good stuff about the Warriors and about. He's talking about John Morant right there.
We might have to get him on next time.
Yeah, we'll have to get him. He's got a weird schedule because he's in Hawaii, but he could give you. You know what? We don't play the Warriors anymore, right? Oh, we don't.
Nope.
That would have been good. That would have been good to have him on here. I think if we could squeeze out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I say if we take both LA, both
send him the link.
It's tough. It's tough, man. It's it's tough, man.
Yeah. I'll just say this. First off, our schedule is not easy going forward at all. And whoever we verse in the playoffs, it's not going to be easy. It's probably going to go 6 or 7 games. I mean, I believe we can win a first round series with or without KD, but damn it, it's going to be difficult. Like, we need KD, man.
I am surprised that New Orleans is not making the playoffs.
Dude, oh my, don't get me started on them, bro. I was so wrong about them. And you know what? This might sound cliche, dude. It's honestly because of Zion and Brandon Ingram. Like, they are statistically better with Zion. They have a better record with Zion. And Brandon Ingram's been out for who knows how long. And look, I love Willie Green, former Suns assistant coach, but maybe it's a coaching thing. I don't know.
No, I mean,
dude, they're freaking like what, 12th right now? That's nuts. They're 3-7 in their last 10.
Man, I honestly don't think LA can make the play-in.
I hope they don't, because everyone's going to pick them if they do.
To win the whole thing, right?
Oh,
I want them to drop out of the
and then
play-in.
LeBron will magically be good to go.
Yeah. And every player will play 10 times better than they are, and they'll probably match up with the Suns.
And the rest will make so many calls in favor of LeBron.
Yeah.
The one team that I'll tell you, I'm surprised that they're where they're at. And I think that if the Mavericks don't play and jump up, they could lose in the play-in.
They're pretty bad on defense, the Mavericks, and they're going through a lot of stuff right now.
Minnesota's the one team that I'm just like, all right, where'd they come from? Like,
Minnesota?
Yeah, like how are they there?
One was crazy. Carl Anthony Towns is coming back soon. They've been somehow floating. They've been somehow floating around without Cat. I'll tell you this: if we verse them in the playoffs, my guy, Let's Talk Wolves, he's going to be on every playoff game for that. He covers the Wolves, but he's been on this channel a lot too. But they've been floating around, man.
Denver, Dallas in the first round. Here's my prediction: Denver, Dallas in the first round. Okay. Sacramento, Warriors. Minnesota, Suns. Memphis against the Clippers. That's what I think. That's just me. I don't know. I may be wrong.
That's the thing. I don't see the standings really flip-flopping too much. But then again, I said that about like a week or so ago, and then Dallas dropped. So what do I know? And I'm telling you, go back just like 2-3 months. The Pelicans were like in the playoff race. They were one of the best teams in the league like a few months ago.
Did they lose?
Did
they lose that Grand Theft Auto one guy, whatever his name is?
Jose Alvarado?
Sorry, man. But
no, I think he's still there, but he's overrated.
I honestly think the Grizzlies are gonna fall off, dude. Like not fall out of the playoff picture, but fall out of the
3rd seed.
Yeah, just the thing.
I don't know. Like, with all this Jaws stuff, I don't know. There's a lot of teams I don't trust. Like the Clippers. Like, I don't trust them. Is it safe to say there's like no legit contender? Like, even in the East, like, let's scroll up a little bit.
Look, well, hold on. Before you switch, look how close. I mean, it literally is about a 10-game difference from first to last.
Yeah, like, but like, just real quick in the East, like the Bucks are amazing, right? They're 50-20, but like if Giannis goes down,
they're done.
The Boston's really good, but they only got 4. Like, I like the Sixers. They're one of the hottest teams in the league, but like the Sixers have had a crazy season. And then
the Nets.
And then there's lots of like playoff teams, and I say playoff teams, not contenders. There's playoff teams like the Knicks, the Nets. I don't trust the Heat.
Can we say the Mikal Bridges Brooklyn Nets?
Yeah, the Brooklyn Bridges. We can absolutely say
he is their guy.
Dude, he has been incredible for them. His offensive growth is even better than what we saw when he was with us. That's a legit statement.
I mean,
he's their version of KD.
pretty much.
Seriously. He's a discounted KD right now.
He is. I mean, it sounds bad, but yeah, he is.
It's true. Like he's
the guy gets traded for his favorite player and becomes his favorite player.
Exactly, Casey. Exactly.
Legit. I'm just glad we don't have anybody from the Warriors on our team.
I'll just say, y'all, like, look at the standings. Like, the Bucks are elite, the Celtics are elite, the Sixers are really good, and then the Nuggets are obviously first in the West. But there's like legit no contender. Like, obviously, if KD gets healthy, we're gonna be unstoppable. We're gonna go to the finals. But
I know we're almost done. I sent Dre the link. I don't know if he's in there, but he can rant about. He can join the little rant we had about the Warriors.
Y'all get your questions in now because we're probably going to wrap up here in a few minutes. So get your questions in now. Get your comments. Your concerns.
Hey, Andrew does say we should be able to match up with anybody. We should should be once we have KD and Landry Shamet from his quote unquote foot soreness. We should be fine.
Hey, I didn't say the Nets were going to win the championship. I just said Brooklyn's really good, and Mikal Bridges has been great for them.
Yeah, he's there. He's been killing it over there. I mean,
Mikal 25 plus points a night, plus Cam Johnson 15 points a night since they got there. Cam Johnson plays every night. Injury prone? I say not.
I'm telling you,
injuries are unpredictable though.
I think Cam Johnson makes it back to Phoenix next season. I'm bet you anything.
All right, y'all. I'm not sure if your friend's gonna join, but
it's all good.
Any final thoughts? On anything we've talked about tonight? The game, the great story, play-in tournament, the branding,
right there.
The branding. I don't even know where to point.
There it is, right there. Look at that.
You mean?
I'm holding it for you.
You mean this?
I'm holding it for you right now. Well, I'm holding the one right here. It's in my hand. It's not going anywhere right now.
It's great, right?
I'm getting crushed by the sun.
Dude, I like it. I really do. I really do like it. It's got that Suns mystique, old, like from the first sunburst. I mean, it's I don't know. I mean, yeah, I like it. I think maybe a little. Maybe me a little brighter on the purple. Oh, maybe.
That's just blowing from the official color on the team sheet. So.
Oh, okay. Hey.
And actually, if you take off all the texture and all that I have on there, it actually is a lot darker. So that actually makes it a little brighter.
Oh, I do like it though. Seriously, it is legit. When I saw it, I was like, "Oh, okay." I was like, "All right." And we had talked about this when we had a little fireside chats, off live stream. That I did want to get some stuff because I need some of my stuff rebranded too. So we'll have to chit chat some more. And this is I like it. I like the new logo though. For reals, it is legit.
Thanks, Maya. Appreciate that.
Casey, can you let the people know where to find you?
You can find me. My username is just my name right here, right there.
Somewhere.
No spaces. Just
at Casey Vitelli.
At Casey Vitelli on Twitter, Instagram, Casey Vitelli, period, on YouTube. Formerly of NBA Unitracker. RIP.
If you guys go to my Instagram and you look at Devin Booker's armpit, his little thing is right there. So just go and click that.
Brandon had the biggest fascination about his armpit yesterday.
What?
I'm not...
go to the banner. If you look at the banner,
look at Devin Booker's beautiful armpit hair. Isn't that beautiful?
Okay, so it's funny you're talking about Barnes. So quick story. Last night I went out, right? I shouldn't have gone out last night.
Oh.
I went out last night, right? Went to support my guys from Altuda Presents Planet Perreo, right? And
what the fuck, Brandon? Sorry.
Devin Booker's beautiful armpit hair. We got to look at it again.
so leave it up while I kind of try to talk about what I was going to talk. Anyways, so there's this chick, and I'm like, oh dang, she kind of looks cute. Told this guy, hey, kind of cute, man. He's like, bro. I was like, what? It's a dude. I was like, no. He's like, and then he says this, look at the armpit hair. And I'm like, I literally take the banner off real fast. I went from like, are you serious? Like, the hell, bro? And yes, armpit hair, bro. I was like, no. Wearing a skirt, wearing a bra, wearing like literally. I was like, yeah.
Turns around, hey babe, how you doing?
No, man. Like, I was about to literally, I was like 3 steps from about to say something, and then, geez, man. But armpit hair, man. Only guys, bro. Only guys. Only, you know. But it's true what Lindsay does say. It is true. It is true. It is true.
DJ Ocho, let the people know where to find you, man.
The real DJ Ocho on Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, Facebook,
Tweeter,
Mixcloud, Twitch.
Twitter.
I'm actually trying to get my Twitch going with my live broadcast. So hopefully, if I can get that working soon.
I was on your Twitch once when we played Rocket League during the shutdown.
We've been talking about that. You know what?
That's so fun.
We should do that the week off, right when the
Playing
season.
tournament week.
Yeah, we should.
I'd be down for that.
Can we do it through your channel here?
Probably. I love Rocket League, dude. That game's so fun.
You know
what platform?
I have Xbox. I don't know what Brandon has. What do you have?
Xbox.
Yeah, but now you can do cross-platform anything. So
PC.
If you want to get it, and
I suck at Rocket League. I suck.
Oh,
at
dude,
Rocket League.
That game's so fun though.
So the only reason I got into it was because the soccer team at the time. It's like, hey man, my boy was the media guy. He's like, hey,
I remember that.
Do you know anybody that knows? Have you heard of Rocket League? And I was like, yeah, dude, I have it. And
remember, this was 2020 when everything was shut down.
This was like March, April.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, I have it. He's like, dude, the USL Championship League is putting on this Rocket League tournament, it's like a hybrid of racing, hockey, and soccer. He's like, do you want to represent the lights? And I was like, yeah, sure, dude. I mean, yeah, why not? And I'm like, oh, dude, they're gonna probably put in players, like actual players from the team, or like staff workers to play. Dude, some of these teams went out and got guys that are like professionally playing it. You know, I'm like, so they put me as a number. I forgot what seed I was. Dude, I was like rated high seed, and I'm like, dude, I've never played this game. Like I was practicing at home, like on my own. I'm like, all right, I think I got it. I should be fine.
They even made like a little promo video. I remember that with you.
Yeah. I think it's somewhere on. I'm gonna find
probably
it.
Still there. It's probably still
yeah. And so, dude, I got my ass beat, like bad.
Were you out in the first round or whatever?
Yeah, dude, it was bad. Like no, you got to play a couple, but it was cool because like what they would do is we would play them during the day, we would record them ahead of time, right? So the only people on the live stream that was being recorded was the person from the league, the player from the team, so me and the other guy, and our media reps. So my guy is texting me literally like the last 2 minutes. I literally just drove the car around the thing and just messed around. My guy's like, dude, this is not cool. They were supposed to use players or staff members, and these guys go on and because you could tell the guy was playing professionally. Like I went back and saw it, and I was just like, dude, this is a joke. And we found out that there's teams that went in and got players that were ranked in the Rocket League. Anyways, long story short, then one day Brandon was up late and I was up late. We were talking. He's like, what are you doing, dude? Oh, I'm playing Rocket League. Well, what is it? And he showed it to him, and I think you bought it that same day, right?
Yeah, I'd played it slightly.
Yeah.
And then I think I bought it because of you, and now I'm like hooked. I still play it till this day.
I need to get back on it. So we would play together, like you could play in teams. So me and Geek here would be like, dude, let's go play. And we play some people that never probably played it. We just kill them.
We got to do that during like that playing tournament week and then during the off season.
Dude, I need to fix it out. I need to practice and start getting fixed and everything. We need to figure out how we can put it on your stream here. But
yeah,
the real DJ Ocho on Instagram. Go give me a follow, give me a like. I follow back. So
I forgot that was the original question. You went so far off. You're like, yeah, we gotta play sometime. Anyway, it's really DJ Ocho, and it's like, oh gee, that was so long segue.
Anybody follows me right now, follow them back.
All right, y'all. This has been an incredible show. This was a really like special show for me. Like I really wanted to cover these topics, talk about the game, obviously, the magic,
that up there.
talk about the great logo, wherever it is.
The Sean story.
Yeah, talk about the Sean story. That was a very special segment. So this has been a great show, y'all. Even if y'all are watching, like we still got 22 people in here just listening to us talk about whatever. Y'all are the real 22, man. So I appreciate everybody that's here. I sort of made a new cheesy outro. Spent like 5 minutes on it.
Did you use your countdown?
Oh yeah, I did. Yeah, I did that earlier.
Yeah. I see it every time.
Shout out to you, DJ Ocho, for making that for me. I appreciate it.
Might you need your logo to make you a new one. So
follow Casey Vitelli on Instagram and on Twitter. Follow DJ Ocho on Twitter and Instagram. Follow me, as you guys can see right here, TikTok and on Instagram. Scan those QR codes. You can follow me, or just search Suns Geek. You'll follow me. Follow me on Twitter, and subscribe to the channel. Even if you're watching later and you've made it this far, you're a real one. Crush that like button, y'all. Absolutely, just Hulk smash that like button and enjoy the new outro. And Casey and DJ Ocho, make sure to stick around after this.
Don't forget, if it has to deal with the Phoenix Suns, he's gonna make a video about it.
Peace out, y'all. God bless. Peace.